You are now tuned in to the realest podcast.
MVW, we back up in this thing. You can't roll with us if your last name don't got no loyalty. Podcast party poppin', but you already knew. I've been rolling with these folks. This that Monday night crew. Millennials versus the world like. Millennials versus the world like you. Millennials versus the world like. Millennials versus the world like you. Millennials versus the world. Millennials versus the world like you. Millennials versus the world like. Millennials versus the world like you.
Hey y'all, I'm here with K.Mims and AST, and we're gonna get into round one.
There you go.
First question: who's a better cheater, a man or a woman?
I feel like you should take that one first. You all right? 'Cause I got my answer already.
Maybe I should review the questions because I don't feel comfortable.
Hey, so
wait, okay, no,
moderator,
no funny. Okay, for real, I'm gonna answer.
Moderator, I have a question. Moderator, may I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we saying better as in who gets away with it more, or better as in who does better at getting away with it?
Yes, better at getting away with it.
Good question. Okay.
I'm going to say men, and I'm gonna tell you why. Hey, Earth 99, baby, I love you. I'm gonna tell you why. 9 times out of 10, when men get caught, it's really not the one you should be worried about. So if I get caught, yeah, that happened, but that's not the one that I really like for real. So I think guys are better because we may have gotten caught, but it's not the one that's the real threat. That's like, damn, I slipped up that one time.
So you're saying it like more like a better cheater. He's thinking of it like as a whole.
Ain't that what you saying?
Who's the most accomplished cheater? Like I thought you meant like better at cheating.
Yeah, that's what I
better
meant.
at cheating.
You just told a secret.
Nah, I didn't. That's the truth.
Okay.
I don't understand the question then.
Who's better at cheating? Like who can better disguise a cheat? I guess.
That's
like
what. I understand the question correctly.
Okay.
What I'm saying is
a man.
Yeah, because I think guys get messy, but not about the one that they really like. So they end up getting caught. Yeah, that's cool, but that's not the person that was the real threat.
I feel like girls don't even let you see it's gonna be a thing. Girls are gonna keep the same consistent, same schedule. Guys, when guys cheat, it's so obvious. It's literally the day you cheat, we know. Yeah. Every time I can tell you the day you cheated. I'll be like, yeah, you definitely picked me up late that day. Yeah, I knew.
So I got a question. So that day you caught that, you think that was the first time you did it?
No, it's just I knew. Well,
so you didn't know too much?
No, I didn't know it was the first time. I don't know about first time. I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee. That's not the question.
Hold on.
Yeah, but y'all are more messy with it, even if it is
messy.
The first time.
Time out. She said
mediator.
The day you cheated.
We knew.
Yeah, but if that's not the first time, you're not that. We didn't mess up too much.
But I think that is the first time. Ladies, I wish I could have more. Can we get audience opinion? Audience.
No.
Call a friend. Call a friend.
Phone a friend.
I don't think that.
It do feel a little different. We feel it. We really feel it. But women, you would kind of never feel it because you guys get so hurt that y'all never knew it. We'd be like, y'all didn't know.
If you read the text, and he's saying I love you, that wasn't the first time he did it. They've been doing it.
No, we don't feel that. We feel a shake. It's not anything guaranteed. It's like something like we're not sure. We're not even gonna question you on it because that's how much we're unsure. But when it comes down to when we finally found out, like once we walk in on you cheating, they were like, because I remember the day. You'd be like, oh, I remember that day. It was weird that day. And you'd be like, oh, it all had up. But it's not. We don't know. We're not psychics.
But he been with her for 9 months. Yeah,
we're not psychics. We found out when you were.
So we covered that up well. If I've been with her for 9 months and you found out on month 10, that don't mean that you're doing a great job.
But the guys never find out. So I think women.
So Keenan, do you think that men come home and act different, or are you saying that they can come home and act the same so it's not noticeable?
Once they start acting different, you've lost him. He likes the other woman more.
So men can actively go sleep outside and come home and still play house.
Say again?
Men can go outside, cheat, come home, and still play house.
Yes, the second he starts acting different, he likes her more. It doesn't matter anymore.
No, the second he cheated, he likes her more.
No,
come on, guys.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh!
That's not true.
So what's the purpose behind cheating then?
true.
Just to get one off?
Hey, look, y'all got the wrong person on the wrong day. So I'm being real. So I'm saying this, and I mean what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think the difference is guys can get weak, ego can get involved, and you do a one-off. But the second he stops caring about how he approaches his own home or how he's holding himself up to her, he already likes her more. I'm willing to deal with that argument now because I ain't even here mentally no way. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, he done popped off 5, 6 of them. You caught me on this one because I like her.
Okay,
I didn't like the 5,
I'm sorry.
6.
You lost me in the very beginning whenever you already said he one-offs. And that's just whatever. Like, oh my God, my head
It happens every day.
And it's just fine. And it's just okay. And that's okay. Do you understand?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not speaking.
Men are the worst cheaters. Because that's the worst.
Okay.
What makes us feel the worst?
And I bet you he came home, took that shower, and got in them covers like, well, nothing wrong.
That's crazy. I just feel like
See, every time I'm honest.
No, but that's crazy.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I didn't
Take
say
me
it was
off.
right or wrong.
Cut the cameras.
Marcus selling my line. I'm just saying.
That's
I think this. I think.
No, I feel that though.
I think
that's real.
I
That's
think
honestly
that,
real.
I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be a little flip. I think that men, most of it sometimes is physical, but I think when the emotions or you catch a guy or something like that, he's gotten emotionally involved with her.
Yes.
Like when it's super physical and there's nothing else, those are the ones where you're not gonna see him change.
Yes.
But if he gets emotionally involved, that's the stuff you talking about. Like he come home, oh, it was this day. Yeah, because my feelings really over there. Guys don't hide their feelings well. So when he gets caught, it's because my feelings are over there.
And that's probably what it is. That shift that we feel, it might be you not hiding your emotions well. That might be what it is. But either way, we feel it. We know it, but we don't know what it is. We're just like, dang, why are we getting yelled at? Everything was nice.
Or less
attention.
Or I mean, some
Less
guys
attention.
some guys are silly. Like they don't cover their tracks very well.
Because they don't care anymore.
I wouldn't say I don't.
They don't care no more.
I
I'm being
guess.
super honest.
I guess.
Like it's not a thing anymore.
I can see that.
So I think that sometimes with cheating, it's a bigger sign. Like, okay, let's give me a year, moderator. Give me how long all this is over 99. Give me how long?
Say 2 years.
2 years, right? So if he's coming home and the phone was once like this, and I'm now going like this, it's not that I don't know my phone down. Can you hurry up and mess this up? Because I'm trying to go there anyway.
God damn.
Y'all want me to be real or y'all want me to...
If you want me to be the real, okay, I'm gonna be real too. If this is a safe space, right? If my phone is down, guess what? It's because I can't control the calls that come through my phone. No funny, my phone be ringing. Like it just happened. And there's nothing I can do about that.
Can I disagree with that?
I cannot control
That's why
that.
they created blocking. That's
I
why
don't,
they created...
but it's
you
not
can't
blocked.
control that.
Why would I block them? Low key, it's just the time frame, and these are friends, and it's homeboys, and it's just like they don't respect time because they're on their shit. You understand what I'm saying? But they're not calling me off. No, like I want to fuck or nothing, or no one want to do something. Nothing. Dang it!
No, you good. You good. Go ahead.
Good. I did so good for like 5 minutes.
Go ahead.
Dang it! They don't want to do anything or whatever. But yeah, no.
But if you picked up the phone and was like, "Hey, bro, stop calling me at these random times."
I texted. I said, "Bro."
So, Earth 99, do you know that they really don't want to?
I know that.
That they do or they don't?
No, they don't. For facts. They don't.
So if you saying like stop calling me, that's not a thing.
No.
Okay,
They
cool.
was cool with it. Everybody cool.
So you
all
can't-
my friends are cool.
so you
But
can't control it.
I can control it a little bit, but I can't control it that much. Sometimes my friends are cool. Like they be bro, people be calling me. They know Shantae line open. What's good? You know what I'm saying? It's not
No,
blocked.
absolutely
Like
not. No, we're
that's
not following.
okay. You know why? Because I'm not doing anything with these guys. They're my friends. But I'm not about to, sometimes I got to turn my phone over because I don't know what's going to come through. Friends come through, but also you got to realize other people come through that think they can get in where there's like those friends that be like, oh, I'm trying to be her friend and then not be her friend.
So what I'm
Point
stuck
blank.
on...
You see what I'm saying? So when those come through, those are unpredictable. And I'd be like, I swear to God, I thought that was my friend. I swear to God, I had just posted something.
Hey,
They like, ding, 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 ding,
fellas, so don't...
I'm like,
hey,
and it ring, and I'm like, oh,
I don't
ring
know.
twice.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know
why would
what
you
minute
do
this is. Did y'all hear what she just said? So when they say women know everything and they're more emotional intelligent and they read situations, you heard her just say like, I swear to God, I knew that was my friend. Come on now,
But we don't
I
read
thought
all
women knew
those
that.
situations.
I thought you knew as soon as it come to the door.
But as men, you know, you must say yes or no.
Yes.
Lie or not.
Absolutely, 100%.
Lie or not.
Hey, moderator, we're talking.
I don't care. That's my 2
Thank you,
cents.
moderator.
100%. Absolutely.
Lie or not, because men, you guys play that role and just pretend sometimes,
Yeah.
and sometimes we don't know. But I do know sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. It'd be like a weird type of feeling, but it's like I don't think you're gonna call me this day when I'm cuddled up. We watching a movie, Joe, ring. I'm like,
So I'm gonna say this. As a guy, I'd rather your phone be up. I'd rather your phone
Come
be
on.
face up and he call, because there's the face down is crazy from the jump. If the
face
phone
down
be
is
up-
from paranoid. That's just from other relationships. You can't blame that. Oh, this earring's gonna hurt me. You can't blame that. Sorry, that's why I keep touching it. You can't blame that on anything else. That could be like previous trauma. You see what I'm saying? That could be like.
I mean, to the original question, I think Shantae, you just said we can't control it. I feel like we absolutely can control who hits our phone.
Who? Everybody, y'all heard
Wow.
those sisters?
Explain how. How can
So
you
say that interaction
We
happens
can't.
that she said, right? The
We
guy
cannot.
that is like, oh, I swear to God, I thought he was my friend, right?
Yeah.
That's what
Yes.
she said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Block. You can control that instantly.
Why are we blocking them? When we come inside the club, walk in, get it for free.
Exactly. Now defend that.
Well,
What?
Shantae,
I'm not
you on
paying
your-
to
you
get
on
inside
your
the
own,
club.
sis.
Shantae, but I'm saying, you
There.
said you can't control it. You can. You may not want to, but you can, though.
True. I see where you're going with that, but that comes from a married man. Is this therapy? I think it's crazy.
You can control it. You don't want to because it might.
But I
You
can't
don't
get in for free. I'm gonna lose.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
That's
Moderator,
crazy.
next question.
Yeah, but you can't set
And we're
boundaries.
cool.
Like, why you gotta block
And
somebody?
everybody know, like when I come in, it's not even about the exchange for free. To be real with you, even if I forgot we on camera because I'm talking to y'all at this point. But no funny, even if that, I compliment your table every time. Y'all know I be turned up. So
Man,
with
come
that
on,
being
man.
said,
I'm
I
not
get it for
getting
free,
into
but your
this.
table's lit. Right. Every time.
And that's worth. Hey, hold on, time out. So that's worth the turmoil.
It's no turmoil. It's simply I got a man. You already know I got a man. You see me
So
posting my man.
no, you know, no, cool. But it's worth the turmoil. Your phone being face down and he buzz. It's worth all that. Your phone buzzing and all that is worth that turmoil.
It's
to get
Saturday. It's a weird night that you're here. Usually I'm out. Say no.
In. Exactly. Checkmate.
Oh God.
All right,
Checkmate.
next question. Since we're talking about cheating, let's move.
She trying to say the moderator trying to save the women, bro. It's a biased moderator, dog.
That's not true.
It is.
No, because that's
I
weird.
stand 10 toes
She'll
down.
sacrifice her relationship to get in the
10
club.
toes
for
down.
free.
Never. I would never sacrifice
we
my
didn't hear
relationship.
it.
The
We
whole
didn't hear
point is
didn't
my
hear
man
it.
know
Just
what's
move.
good and
Move.
everybody know what's good.
Just move from
And
it, girl.
it's
We
not-
didn't hear it. It's okay. That's it. That's
wrap
it.
it
Following
up.
the play. Red flag.
You know,
it's done.
Hey,
There's no
that's
cheating.
How you
No.
successfully win round one.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No cheating. No cheating
Hey,
was involved.
I got a question. What's that conversation like after you get home from the lit joint? Like the dude called, you egged it, you went in the bathroom like, hey, you had a good time. When you get back, what's the conversation like?
I don't give no. These
Wait,
aren't fresh
what?
people. These aren't new people.
Yeah,
I'm not
saying-
just giving out my number.
I didn't
These
say
numbers
that.
don't give out.
I get you. I'm saying, but it's fresh people. You went and had fun. You came back. What's that
Yes.
conversation like? Where was you at?
I tell him everywhere I was at. Baby, guess what?
Who was you with?
And he gave us shots. He poured up.
Uh-huh.
Period. My
He-
man know everything.
Okay, all right.
Y'all thought he
That was a
didn't.
good comeback. I like that
He
lie.
do.
I like that lie. That was
It's
a
a
good
trust.
comeback.
It's a trust in the
Clock
relationship. She has trust in her relationship. All right, last question. Since we're talking about cheating. When somebody cheats, why are women more quick to forgive and a man is more quick to leave and never look back?
Because men feel so hurt. Y'all be really hurt. Y'all be like, that gave away. But why we forgive y'all? I don't forgive. What women we were talking about? Because I'm not that classification. I'm not in that
I guess,
classification.
yeah. I guess I
I
should
do
ask
not
you to agree with
forgive
that
a
first.
man who cheats on me.
Okay.
Ever. I do not forgive a man who cheats on me.
Audience, be quiet.
He's just
Audience,
gonna
be
cheat.
quiet.
Audience,
Audience,
be
be
quiet
quiet.
now. What we at? Ding, 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 ding. Round one over. Round two. I'm sorry. Round two.
I'm gonna get us. the simplistic answer. I think because what I said earlier, like men could do things one-offs that's physical. I think most women have an emotional attachment to the people they cheat with.
Yeah.
So I knew you liked him for real when you did that. Like you could catch me and like, hey, we got an argument. I'm immature. I got a little drunk. She kissed me in the mouth. It got active.
Man, I hate that stupid double standard, man.
It is.
That's a double standard because this ain't mine. I'm the moderator.
No.
That's a double standard. That's a double standard.
Brittany, I'm acknowledging the
I
double
don't think
standard.
it's good.
I'm acknowledging the double standard. I don't think this is my thing. With
I went
double
from
standards.
walking in the club. I saved $20 and I never cheated, but kissing the mouth, and that's okay. But I saved $20, but kissing the mouth okay. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I just don't think. I don't think that. I don't think that. I just don't believe that.
No.
I just don't believe that.
No.
What? You don't believe what?
No.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna bail out right here because I don't want to. I ain't.
All right.
No.
You sure?
No.
You sure? There's no guy. I'm gonna bail out right here.
Oh
Say
my
it.
God.
You already halfway there.
I do not believe in my world there is a guy that is going to send the shots and do the free $20. He is the lion in the bushes waiting for the right time to attack.
No, hope
Hold-
not. Don't attack me.
No, okay, exactly. Exactly. Come on, dog. Nah, but hey, look, man, I'm being real though. I'm being real though. So like,
I feel that dang.
that
oh, no.
free $20 come with something. You just don't know it yet.
But you know what? You know what's real though? I'm in my family. I'm the big sister, right?
What they gotta do with the nigga
I
at
don't
the
have
door?
anybody older than me. I don't have anybody older than me to tell me that you like. You know what I'm saying? You elderly.
I know I got an older brother.
So you my older brother to tell me that
That shit's
they
stupid.
approaching me. But when other guys that date me and say that, it's like, yeah, whatever. But you know, older brother gotta be
So
like,
you don't
know,
think that? So you think this guy is letting you in the club, buying you drinks, letting you in the section
It's
because you're cool? Fuck no.
But
on,
what if
man.
they just want to have a good time, man? Why does it have to always
Hey,
go outside of the
Brittany,
of the
let's
club?
define good time right now.
What?
Man, listen.
all right, fine.
Round 2.
All right.
Keenan,
Why?
2.
What's the point?
Shantae,
So
0.
no funny. No, there's no funny. Y'all, there's bad girls at the table. There's like bad. I don't even. You know what I'm saying? Bad
I'm not saying
bees.
there's not.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't an addition. They let me in because they know it's good. I'm here to chill and turn up. They know I'm not on that. They give me my little. Let me boom. Right? Is that?
Yeah, go ahead. Please confirm that.
They
Please
do that.
confirm that. Please confirm
They
that,
don't want
Brittany.
anything with me.
Please confirm that.
They got a
all
lot of
right,
things going on.
This was round 2. You just heard from K Dot
Thank
and Shantae. Stick around for the next couple pair battle of the sexes. It's
Let's
going
go.
down.
Let's go. What up, man? It's your boy K-Dot Mims, man. I'm on round 3 of Battle of the Sexes with Chappé and my bro DJ Marcus Sell. So, first question for you all is, and I lost it, but it's okay.
Oh, man.
When having a male-female best friend, who is more prone to catch feelings in that relationship at least once? Ready, fight.
More prone to catch
go
feelings.
So if you have a
first.
okay,
You go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm gonna say the male. I'm gonna say the male, cause I feel like females, especially based off of how they grew up, they're used to male interactions. I'm not gonna say that for the other side. So if you get a female best friend as a man, that's probably like your first or second connection with a woman, like on that type time. So I'm gonna say it's the male that's gonna catch feelings first.
I ain't mad at that. I mean, honestly, so I feel kind of conflicted because my life experience is kind of opposite. You know what I'm
Mine's-
saying? So
well, not mine.
I've had a lot of female like best friends, close friends. I've had a lot of them try to like flip that switch. You know what I mean? So
define
I don't
flip
know.
that switch, sir.
Cross that border, overstep that line, that gun line, they passed it, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get
That
active,
good
you know what I'm
line.
saying?
That good line.
But no, it definitely was like I don't know. My experience tell me opposite. So I don't want to just say my experience is everybody. So I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
My experience taught me similar.
I ain't gonna hold you.
So let me ask you
That's a
this.
hard one.
Let's speak on this. So say if the friendship started with neither person having intentions. So like nobody got friend zone. It may be a mutual space.
Exactly. I got a lot of those. Yeah, those are like the best ones. Like
When you say
stick
best
around.
ones, what do you mean,
Best
brother?
relationships. Like they just.
But
stay
who catch
for
feelings
real,
first? Does
genuine.
she end up pursuing?
No feelings. Usually during that moment, it's no feelings.
As it grows, who caught feelings first? Who approached to take it to the next level?
I say, because I ain't never been in that situation.
I've been in a situation where we just started like, we're just genuine friends and it ain't really go nowhere. Like,
So are you saying it's been like genuine and then like, what are you saying exactly?
What I'm saying is that let's say, hey, you all been in the same space but aren't really considered friends. You know some people, he knows some people, those people are the same people, right?
Right.
And you all may grow from a bigger space to a more intimate space. Who is the first person to approach once you realize, like, hey, this person cool? Who's the first to do that?
Dang. I feel like in that instance, it's probably gonna
I ain't gonna lie, I think it should be the guy though. You know what I mean?
I hope it's
naturally
the guy.
speaking, I ain't gonna lie. Like naturally speaking, if you just starting off and y'all really like y'all good friends,
Yeah.
I feel like you should shoot that shot early, young man.
I would
young
love
man,
for it
shoot
to
that
be the
shot
guy.
early, man. Don't be waiting. Don't be trying to sit on the sideline and be that loser waiting years. And no, he's a loser. He's a very solid loser. Like. A real clown,
Solid
like bro,
loser.
you are a simp to the biggest definition. Why are you
Dog.
sitting and waiting? No, because he's sitting and waiting, holding his feelings, knowing he like this woman, and then trying to come out years later. That's just clown stuff to me.
No,
I don't
I
understand.
will say
That's just the biggest
in
weirdo
situations like
behavior.
that, where it's like y'all two are not necessarily associated, but y'all are mutual friends. So by transit of property type of thing.
Hey yo,
But like
She went to math class. Go.
right?
did.
Okay, hold
you
on.
want me out?
Right.
Shout out to her math
Okay.
teacher.
You want me out you?
That
I'm about
algebra
to-
2 right there was wicked.
But like
Out you
yeah.
is crazy. Hold on. Whoa. Can we cut a camera guy? Whoa.
But
Out
I
is
would
crazy.
Say, I would say to the extent of like y'all two are new to each other, but the friend group has been solid and had a foundation. I would say, I would hope that it would be the man, but 9 times out of 10 it would be the woman. Like the man would probably throw subliminals, but the woman would probably be like the one that's like, hey, I think we both feeling something, and then go and talk to it.
But if she say anything, his dumb ass gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And that's what he said.
A lot of guys, nah, for real though, real spill though. A lot of guys
Y'all
though,
heard that
real
from the
shit. Like
man.
until you really understand yourself and really care about how you feel about yourself, a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying, they gonna take what they gonna get. They gonna take whatever women allow them. They gonna take whatever space they're allowed to be in. And some of them niggas will sit and rot in that motherfucker for years. Damn. I cursed
here
too.
she
I
go.
cursed too. There
Here
we go.
she
My
go.
bad.
So I got. Can I ask a new question
I don't
that's
know how long
not
that was,
listed?
but-
That I want to ask you all.
I think I did good.
Who in these situations or in general, who do y'all feel like handles rejection better? So if the approach comes and somebody's rejected, who handles that better? Because I'm going to say a little spill just to incorporate the conversation more. I feel like most guys accept rejection, right? In those instances, I feel like if in those situations, if a woman is rejected when she was interested, you just died. So
feel like-
who do y'all feel like accepts rejection better?
I feel like 9 times out of 10 a man's going to accept rejection better just because he has more practice at it. Women aren't necessarily
Nah,
the
for real.
ones. Women
For
aren't
real.
necessarily the ones to pursue. So like 9 times out of 10, y'all done went smack at about 3 girls before y'all went smack at us. So if y'all
Wait, it still hurt. We
Okay,
used to it. It
you
still
right,
hurt
but
though.
it still hurt.
It still
right?
hurt
So
though.
I feel like we're gonna feel it the same, but you gonna like carry it a little bit different. However, I feel like women do have a sense of like, oh, I ate that. Like it's okay. It's his loss. Like, you know, we're gonna have that. Hopefully, we're gonna have that type of demure. So so if if it comes down to the man versus the woman as far as handling rejection, I would say
How did you handle your
kinda
first?
equal.
How did you handle your first rejection?
right, because I feel like I'd never get rejected. No, I haven't. Honestly, I've never gotten rejected. But if I were to have gotten rejected, I feel like I would just be like, that's his
Never?
loss. Because it's like a
Never?
sense of confidence within myself. Like it's like,
Never,
that's
ever?
okay.
So what's your
I ate that.
brother Marcus L? What's your thoughts?
Hey man, look, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm 32. All right, I came up in the DMV. These women are fine.
Ooh.
You
And
gonna
is.
try. You not gonna hit them all. All right, you not. Some of them go get smart. It's okay. You not gonna hit them all, bro. But the ones you hit, you know what I'm saying? It be like that. So
Is that
be-
your
be
goal
proud
to
of
hit?
yourself.
You talking
No,
about
I'm
the
saying
ones
like
who hit?
no, not like I'm saying to like talk and she interact back is the hit, not to hit.
okay.
Yeah.
I had to
I
make
to make sure for
sure.
all the people in the comments. Yeah, no, I had to make sure. Thank you for clearing that up for me, though. I appreciate that, Pat.
'Cause
Because
you know,
some people go
what
like to
was the
take
last
it
episode
only one way.
where
you know,
y'all
so
be
we don't
saying
get frequencies
everything?
out this month. But no, you can't do that, man. Nah.
Okay.
Guys definitely can
Respect.
take it better though. We got to. You know what I'm saying? We
Respect.
trained to. Like, I
Now
mean, guys who got some sense. You know what I'm saying? He
It
gonna take
also
better.
depends on the demographics of the man, okay? Because if you're in a certain area, the man is going to handle the rejection way worse.
What
And I'm
worst
telling you
area?
that-
Who's the worst area? Who got it the worst? Pike, let them know, Pike.
I'm not going to say no areas
No.
'cause I don't need no
You better
hate.
try to pay. You better try to pay. Better try to pay. Tell up, pay. Pay. What's happening?
Oh,
Pay.
I'm
Hey.
just going to say, like,
Who?
some men be
Who did
getting
it?
so aggressive when they get rejected. Like, they be like, ready to crash out behind you. Like, I'm telling you. Okay?
What area do you see like that the most? I'm
You
trying
trying
to
to get me
say.
caught up?
Nah, you can
Hey,
just
so-
say a
so-
gas station.
I know
you
what
can
you're
say
talking
a-
about.
Oh, no, I'm talking about
You
areas
can say an
within
area.
a certain state.
Maryland is like.
So can I ask an honest question on both ends? Does the rejection have to be respectful?
Yes. What?
It should be respectful. It
How
should
you gonna
be.
pursue me and then I reject you and then you get
It should
defensive
be.
and like argumentative? What?
Because
That's
why you
literally-
being catty, smart, rude,
It's not giving
loud. You know what I'm saying? I feel like certain shit is just you don't gotta if a man is coming off to you, especially respectfully, like if he's coming respectfully, yeah, it doesn't deserve to come off on those sneaky, snarky ass.
Do you think
like-
that's a certain response from a certain type of race?
No, I think that could happen from anybody.
Because I feel
You
like
could
when
get you could get a mean ass response from a white woman. You could get a mean response from Asian woman. You could get a mean response from anybody.
I do feel like the response has to be respectful, just because at the end of the day we all people. Like, and him coming to you or her coming to you and saying like, "Oh, I like you. I like the way you doing such and such," is actually a compliment. So take that compliment and then proceed as if you just got a compliment. Like, don't be, oh, I got a man, or you know, like however type snarky you come off. Like, just be respectful at the end of the day,
That's
because it's
all.
just a person at the end of the day.
That's all. Yeah,
But-
I feel like the ones who gonna be bad and crazy about it, they gonna do what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at least
Yeah.
don't like agitate some of these weirdos. You know
You
what
think
I'm saying?
it's more crash outs as men that get rejected or crash outs as women that get rejected? I think it's more crash out as men.
Crash
that
outs
get
as men that
rejected.
get rejected.
Yeah, because I've had an experience where I've said, like, I've been respectful and I've said, like, oh, yeah, no, thank you, like, da-da-da-da. And he like, oh, what you mean? Like, da-da-da-da. He got, like, aggressive. And I'm
Of
like,
course, yeah.
oh, all right. And
I mean, no, I feel like it would only be that way just because women don't shoot shots. If women actually shot shots, like not like women idea of shooting shots is I'm looking at you across the room, like she blinking me 3 times.
Talk about it. Talk
she
about
smile
it.
back. You know what I'm saying? She started dancing. Maybe she started looking back a little couple times. Tell her homegirl look at you. All right, yeah, bro. You need to press on. But you know, women don't really shoot shots, so
that's true. Yeah. That's true.
you know.
I just say men, I respect y'all for being
So,
the pursuers.
it's definitely them.
Power to
Yeah,
y'all.
they be the crash
However, the ones who pursue and then get mad at rejection, just take it as a lesson learned instead of being so aggressive about
Word.
it. You know, like
Get it
y'all,
together.
I love the men who pursue. Okay, y'all really the special ones out there. Okay, So just keep doing your thing.
And all you guys get
You'll
mad,
get
you
one
heard
of
that.
them.
Get it together, man. Get your
Yeah.
feelings together. Get that attitude
Yeah.
together. Go
Aggressive
home,
ones,
cry it
I'm
out.
with you
I don't
on.
care what you do. Go home, get that stuff together, man. We don't need that out here.
So my last question to you all's round is this.
What's the last
What
one?
is it like to you all's round? Because you got another one coming up, brother. So if you get rejected and he or she circles back, what's the reaction?
Ooh, it's like what's different.
Do what you want. Do what you want. It's my world now.
type shit.
What's happening?
For real.
Welcome to the
'Cause
circus. You ready to play? Oh, you ready to play today? You ready to play today? You think you on a date?
No, for real. Because what's
I
different?
had all the energy the first time. You think I'm about to give it to you now? You think you still about to?
I agree.
Now?
I
Afterward?
agree. Because what's different?
She
it's
come back. She
never-
come back with a baby too. Oh nah.
Yo,
I'm good.
what is she super fine, bro?
I would say it's never giving rebound.
I don't.
It's never
don't
giving
care.
rebound. If you didn't see my
There's a
potential
lot of
the
super
first
fines
time,
out there.
you're not worth my time.
Hey,
Type
but
shit.
so
I like that.
So you wouldn't give him the time of day?
If I went smack, oh my gosh, that means that you were already failing, like to the point where I had to come out of my character because I'm not the
I
type
told
to
you.
pursue. So
Told you.
for me to come out of my character and pursue you, it's like, dang, I really seen the potential, but you deny me and then want to come back. However many months later, it's like, oh, I'm gonna smile in your face and still do my thing. Because what you mean? It's never giving rebound.
Is there a
Never
way he
giving
could come
rebound.
back? There's no way he can come
Never.
back ever. No way at all. He can
I
come
mean,
back.
you must be
Is there a
different-
way he could come
you
back?
must got a whole different dip on your chip for you to come back like that. Like for you to come back like that.
Cookies
okay.
got to be re-stepped,
You feel
repackaged,
me? Like everything got to be
redone.
redone.
Okay.
Because now it's like, okay,
So
I
you
gotta
can
see
come
you
back.
on a
You better
different
come back a
side.
better you. All
Right.
I like that.
You
I
better
like
come
that.
back a husband. Fuck.
You better show something different than the first time.
You better come back a husband.
All right, that's what's up. Yeah, ladies, you come back. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. Women,
told
you
you,
better
it's a-
come back
it's a
a
game.
wife. Men, you better come back a husband.
It's a game
Because
with
we're
me.
not playing no games.
Boo,
that
and that is the end of round 3. Red eyes is like
Let me
clear
find out.
eyes, and people are lying on the podcast. Her name is Chappé, and that is DJ Marcus
When they say
Sell.
authenticity and
Entertainment.
oh,
Say it again.
thank
the same
you.
time.
Hey, look.
Authenticity
At the same
and-
Hey, to come back as a husband is insane, man. That
back
was
as a
round
husband.
3. We got
That's the only way
Chappé.
you
We
come
got my
back.
bro DJ Marcus Sell, man. We on to round 4. Let's go.
Ready, fight. It's like, nah, we are in round 6. I think that's where we at. Of Battle of the Sexes with my girl Britt. And we got B-Dot.
Dang.
Hey, y'all, hey. What?
Can't be your boy B-Dot? Like,
My
God,
my
no.
girl Britt and my boy B-Dot.
Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
there we go.
Dang.
Okay, so question number 1.
Yes.
Do men and women have inherently different parenting styles, and should they be different?
Ooh, okay. You want to go?
You want?
Yes, they have different parenting styles, and I feel like they should because they complement each other. Women are naturally more nurturing than men. I have boys, so I'm not as nurturing as my wife. I feel like we complement each other because she's overly nurturing, and I'm like, hey, look, I'm gonna be soft over here, but hey, tighten up. You know, she's not gonna do that, and without that, my boys not gonna be my boys.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
You know,
What you think, Britt?
talk about it. Talk about it.
So okay. So I agree. However, I do think parenting styles kind of develop from like culturally and how your parents were raised, because single dads bring up their kids, single moms bring up their kids, and we're asking about like sexes and who should raise who, right? But I do feel like if you were raised a different way, men or the boy that was raised in a single mom home, they have to learn how to be nurturing or whatever. They take on a different set of qualities that I feel like they can bring into their marriage, their relationship. And so listen, I agree with you, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of things I can't teach my sons.
Right.
There's things that my husband cannot teach my daughter.
Right.
Woman to girl, man to boy. However, the only thing I don't agree with is the more nurturing part, because I can say that men can be
Yeah.
in their nurturing
Yeah.
era, and the woman the roles can be flipped if needed. I've seen it where the
But
roles
enough
are
to
flipped.
effectively raise a kid.
Effectively is the word.
Yeah.
I don't know. I agree with you, because effectively we don't know because we don't know like what they're instilling in their child. However, there are certain roles and qualities, I'll agree with you, that only a man can teach a man and only a woman can teach a woman. I.e., that time of the month, men don't have that time of the month. They can only tell you exactly what it is that they've learned, watched, seen, but a woman can actually help their daughter kind of go through those things. So that's where I have to give it to you.
And see, I was raised by a single mom. However, I had a grandfather that I could watch. I had an uncle who, stepped in and helped raise me on the back end. And without them, I wouldn't be the person that I am. And if I wasn't as observant as I am, because I watch people, so I watch other men and I'm like, oh, that's a good dude, I need to follow that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, I don't think I'd be the man that I am today.
So to my point, do you think you would have parented differently if you didn't have the males in your life and you only had your mom?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it would be as good though.
Okay. But then, so that's where your wife could possibly be better, right?
My wife can never teach my boys how to be a man.
But,
never.
But are you saying that if you were not taught those things, that you couldn't do it either?
Exactly.
So your boys just wouldn't be taught to be men?
No.
Okay.
If I wasn't taught to be able to teach them, my wife damn sure wasn't taught to be a man. So she couldn't teach them. I ain't gonna say doomed, but they wouldn't be able to be taught at all.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's to learn.
So
Something
there
y'all will
always has
learn.
to be somebody to offset
Yeah.
or to create the balance.
Yeah.
Whether
Not
it
only that-
is like a parent, whether it is a coach or a grandparent.
Yes.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in my experience, to kind of shift it a little bit, but like women are way more soft than men, right? And I have boys. I don't have a girl, so I don't have to necessarily be as soft, right? But if there's not a man who knows how to be a man and to teach a boy to be a man, what do we got?
That's fair. That goes into gender roles. That's the only. I will like to say that I'm not soft with my daughter.
With your daughter,
With my
exactly.
daughter. And that's where I'm like it goes into roles. Now with my sons,
It's different.
I back off a little bit.
I feel like it would be the same with the man,
Yeah.
a father and his daughter.
And its daughter. I agree. 100%.
But do
agree.
y'all think that there's too much emphasis that's being put on like the man has to teach the boys, right? And the women have to teach the girls, instead of it being the man has to teach his daughter how to do certain things and what to expect, and the mothers should be teaching their sons also how to treat from that perspective.
Yes, absolutely. We didn't ask for your input. Absolutely. I 100% agree. I think that there is because it's the role match again, right? But like we can, as women, we learn from our experiences and what we did with a man or what we've seen or whatever. But it would come different if you heard it from a father. Like, yo, I was that dude. Don't let him da 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 da. It means a little bit more, even for your sons. Like to hear that from your mom, like be nice to her, make sure you do X, Y, and Z, check these boxes. You can do all the things you want, and they can see this beautiful family dynamic in the home. But hearing it from your mom, I feel like can be very impactful.
Right, you're saying it's more impactful sometimes from a different party.
Yeah, different perspective.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or who's going to be on the receiving end of the thing, because sometimes it is like the teaching of how to do something, right? But then it's also thinking about what is the impact of that,
Yeah.
or if you don't do that.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
so fathers having those conversations, right, with their
They're
daughters,
important.
and vice versa.
Very important.
Any other thoughts y'all got on that? What y'all think?
No. I was gonna say something.
B Dot, go ahead and say it, because your face is saying it already.
I don't know. I feel like with son or daughter, I feel like both of them should have equal responsibility in making that human a good human. Right?
I agree.
I should be able to teach you as mom where you're being a little too soft, right? And you should be able to teach me as a dad where I'm being a little too hard.
Yeah, but men are not receptive to that at all. It's always like,
don't say men.
Okay.
All men are not that way, because I was a little tough on my first son.
Right.
Because I felt like I was like, I ain't feeling that. You're being a little too soft. He's doing this. We gotta correct it now. And the way my wife is, I stepped back and actually observed what was going on. I'm like, all right, he ain't even won yet. I gotta ease up a little bit.
Different. Yeah, yeah.
So the way she was, let me be able to ease up a little bit. Now, is that to say I'm soft on my boy? No, because I'm not, and I won't be.
Yeah.
But there's a level, and I've learned to adjust as he gets older, right? When he was 1, I was being a little too hard. I adjusted, and now I'm able to give him what he gives me, right? I can assess how he is, what he can handle, and that's how hard I gotta be on him. Once you show me that you can understand what's going on, that's how I'm gonna treat you. And I'm not going down from there. I'm gonna keep building on that.
Yeah. But that's good. But I mean, the unfortunate thing is that some, not all, whatever word y'all want to use, don't think like that. They don't have that perspective. So like when a woman steps in and says, "Hey, you're being a little bit too aggressive, or can you tone it down a little bit?" It's like, "Yo, I'm talking to my son. Relax, chill." Or, "Yo, I've witnessed certain things where it's just kind of like, if you're, I think it's great that you do that. I think that you should do that. However, I just don't think that most men, because they sometimes too, and especially if you say it in front of the kids, men can take it offensively, and it's like, "Oh, you're not letting me parent. Oh, you're not letting me be a father," or whatever. It happens. So I mean,
it matters how you do it.
A little bit.
It definitely matters how you do it.
Yeah.
But just because you say it and I have a rebuttal doesn't mean I'm not listening to you.
Yeah, but you don't take heed to your response. Tells me everything that I need to know. If you don't take heed to what I'm saying, and then you go back and discipline your child the same exact way, shout out to my husband. We're
different.
not. This is not personal. This is not a personal experience. But I'm just saying, in general, I just feel like they don't hear that. They don't hear that response.
So what can I ask? Like, so what would be a way to have that conversation, right? Is it like something that should be done during like pillow talk, right? Is it something that should be done right after the incident happened? And what could be said on either side, right, that would make it an effective conversation where it could be received well?
Well, I tell you, it's not in the moment, especially if I'm disciplining, because something has happened to where now I'm in parent mode, or what I feel is parent mode, right? I don't want to hear that stuff that you trying to coach me on right now.
Yeah.
Let me calm down. Let me ease up. Later, have that conversation. Hey, I love how you're parenting our kid, but maybe we can adjust this way, right? But in the moment, while I'm doing it, in front of my kid, like you said, nah, I don't do that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Tone and delivery is everything, and I'm 100% always down with pillow talk. It might not happen as often as it should, because people, we're human, we react, right? Like it's like, hold on, wait a minute. But if you thoroughly think about things, the way to effectively communicate that is through pillow talk, and then tone and delivery, like you said, is everything.
That's good, y'all. Okay. That was good. I don't know who won that round.
Me.
It was a tie.
It was me.
It was a tie.
Fellas, hey, look, I don't hear ladies.
It
Come
was
on,
a tie.
fellas.
It was a tie.
All right.
You heard those were sorry clap. Anyway, moving on.
Thank you.
In a room full of successful black people, who is viewed more powerful? A black woman or a black man?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with men, black men. And I only say that because if we take the black part off, naturally men are just viewed as powerful in general. So then when we see a black man in the room, like they light up the room. They literally light up the room. I do think that people acknowledge black women in leadership or powerful spaces a lot more. I do think that black men can be a little bit more intimidated because we coming for y'all, but black men are still viewed as more powerful if we had to compare the two.
So black men are more powerful yet intimidated.
Yes.
All right.
She didn't say they are. She said they're viewed. But I would have to agree. I feel like black men are viewed more powerful. Mm-hmm. I feel like a powerful black woman or a woman that, has that demeanor about her is viewed a different way.
In what way is that?
It's not as positive as it is when it's a guy. Mm-hmm. And she can be the most humble, respectable type of woman, but like because she has that, hey, look, this is what it is. It's not viewed the same way.
It's viewed negatively, is what you're saying?
Not necessarily negative, but like it's like you kind of like
intimidated then.
I
There
guess
goes the
not
intimidation.
necessarily me, but I
Yeah. think
it is an intimidating thing for some people.
Yeah.
It's not viewed the same way.
Man.
You said if it ain't for me, say that. I did.
Quiet on the set.
did.
Quiet on the
I
set.
I did.
Get-
I did. I did. But no,
ridiculous.
I'd have to agree with what you're saying.
So with both of y'all saying, right, that it is that it would be a black man, right? But who, because you said like they would see him as more powerful. Is it the black men would see him as more powerful? Do you think black women would see him as more powerful? Or do you think the whole room is just like, yeah, that black man? Go ahead, B-Dot.
Sheesh. First of all, crowd control. Who is on it? Who's on crowd control?
I did say quiet on the set. I did.
It's not working. All right. But nah, I think it's the room.
Yeah.
It's not one particular person. Mm-hmm. It's not one particular person. I do think it's the room. Black, white, brown, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They look at the man as more powerful, regardless.
Yeah. I think it's the room too, but I also think black people kind of view it. It's like crabs in a bucket. Like everybody's trying to get to the top, right? So then when it's like, oh, opportunities come a little bit less. There's the black man, there's the black woman, whatever. It could be viewed different for black people.
Because I think, I've seen like a trend, right, of more women, because we call like girls, right? So more women are now hyping up more women,
Yes,
right? So
yes.
do you think that it would be the case of like, if there is, let's say, a woman in power and things like that, that the black woman is also cheering on the other black woman, whereas the black man is not necessarily doing that? And to Britt's question, might be intimidated in that case?
Yeah.
Wait. We think that women are not empowering women?
No. I'm
No,
saying that they are, right?
Oh.
So I'm my question basically is,
Overly,
do we
right?
think that, yeah.
Because that's not what I heard.
Because what I'm saying is, no, I'm saying that we're in a space now that women are hyping other women up, right? So I'm saying if there is a black woman in power, do we think that it is the case that the other black women are hyping her up, but the black man is not doing the same?
I'm sorry, B-Dot. We gotta get him out of here, man. I didn't hear nothing.
Y'all, look, he done had some chicken wings and he was tearing them up. Okay,
Oh my God.
he was going to war over here by himself.
I'm sorry.
But
I missed the whole
refocusing.
thing, Asia. I'm
That's
so
okay.
sorry.
Who's hyping up the black woman?
Who is hyping
Who is hyping up the
That's
powerful
the
black
Women.
woman?
Yeah.
Women hype up women.
Yeah. And men don't hype up men enough. Black men don't hype up black men enough. I think that's I see it less. I'm not saying they don't do it. I just see it less. Oh God, Lee.
Do we think that black women allow black men to actually hype them up?
Run it back one more time.
Do we think that black women allow black men to hype them up? Actually,
hype who up?
Allow them is the key in that sentence.
You're saying you think black women allow black men to hype what?
Do you think
they do?
Do I think black women run the question again? I'm confused.
Do you think, right? Do you think that black women allow for black men to hype them up? So, like, in the sense of, like, if there is a powerful black woman, right, and a powerful black man, do you think that that black woman is actually welcoming of that black man hyping her up?
That's a good question.
To receive it.
That's true. That's a good point. I think it depends. I do think it happens. I do think women can be a hype man, but it depends on the situation. It all boils down to intimidation to me. I think one can feed off the other. That's just how I see it.
That's fair. Well, I appreciate y'all for answering these questions. I am so sorry that we had somebody that was first hangry, then hungry, and now it's just plain old disruptive.
It's so
But we appreciate y'all so much. This round is over.
It scares me.
Hey, yo, what up? Yo, what up, man? It's your boy K.Mims, man. We are back with whatever round because Brittany talking in the crowd. So we have my girl Asia and my bro DJ Marcus Sell. My first question for you all is, who has more effective communication and why is it women?
Well, that's simple. That's simple.
miss
It just
this question?
is. It is what it is.
Who has more effective communication?
It is what it is. Who has more effective communication? Effective. Word beating that the clear point is established, clear and effectively. All right. The person who is giving the said response has laid the response, so the person who can hear the response is hearing exactly what they are giving. Women are not it. Women are not it.
Hey,
Why?
hey.
Women are not it.
Why
Women are not it.
aren't they?
They are more comfortable with communicating. I think they are. I feel like they have the want and more ability to communicate, however it comes off. But I don't think it's always effective. And I think sometimes we give them the benefit of the doubt. So it's not.
So why do you think that women are like? What about women's communication is not effective?
When I ask you how are you doing and you tell me it's fine, and I know you and I know that don't mean fine. Like that's not fine. You know you didn't mean fine. Why you tell me fine?
True.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just little things. You know, it's like I know that don't mean that. So I can't call it that.
I think that's fair to say, right? But I also think when we think about effective communication, it's like setting. I think it's also setting like a safety, right? So like for me, it's like if you have someone that does communicate, or if you are setting the stage to communicate, right?
Yeah.
If every other time she's come to you like, oh, this is what happened at work today, this is the coworker, and giving a lot of details because women tend to be detail oriented, right?
Very.
So in the moment beforehand, we are communicating effectively, but when you as the male, right, then approach the situation and try to set the scene, but you have not created a safety point, then why would she feel safe enough to effectively say or to truthfully say what is that exactly going on in her mind, right? Because I think sometimes when we think about effective communication, I think it does take both people, to be fair, right?
Of course.
But I also think that there's a level of safety that's needed, and I also think because women are detail oriented, a lot of times women will say everything that's on their mind. Right? And so if you're saying that if communicating all the things in every detail, if that's effective, then yes. But sometimes with men, I feel that there are times that like men you all will say the thing when it's like absolutely necessary to say it. So when you are at that point of like, okay, now I have to say it, and you try to say it in a concise way that you think is concise, but you're not giving me all the information that I need for it to be effective.
May I ask a question right there?
Yeah.
How do we define what information you need? I heard you say men do it when it's absolute time, but they don't give enough information that you need in order to assess the situation. How do they know what information you need?
When women ask more questions. And I think sometimes men see that as that's not necessary, or why do I have to say that, right? Or they will say things like, for instance, there was a challenge at work today, and this is how it was solved, right? And a woman might want to know, okay, well, what was the challenge? Who was the challenge with? What was going on in that instance, right? So being able to think about what were all the other things that were happening. And then sometimes for the man, it's like, well, why do you need to know all of that? I'm just trying to tell you there was a problem and it was solved.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, she's 1,000,000% right. I've been that man too. Yeah, I had a relationship, and she would always ask me for the other details. You know, you try and get out a story, and it's like I actually have the points, and she's like, okay, but where in the car were they sitting? It's like that has nothing to do with what is about to be said. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Right.
I get exactly what you're saying, because
Yeah.
she's true as hell. True as hell. Yeah, because I be like, I still tell her, and even when she asks all those questions, I know that gives her the better picture to paint for her, so I
Right.
answer it. But yeah, guys, we don't give all the details because we trying to get the actual point story across. That's why when they ask for summaries for stuff, they ask for certain details. You know what I'm saying? Because too many details, that's how you lose people sometimes. You know, so
It's true.
I'm not saying it's bad. You know, just
It's just the difference.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Women also gotta know when I said they gotta know, like they don't know, but I think they do know, but they just still kind of play into it. You gotta know the type of guy you're dealing with when you know, like, all right, this type of information not gonna land on him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No,
Because
that's
guys know when they dealing with certain women, that part of him not gonna land, so he don't give it out. You
No,
know what I
that's-
mean? So
that's fair.
She gotta know too. Hey, don't tell it to Bozo. He ain't gonna do nothing with that information.
I do think that it works both ways.
Yeah.
And I think that there's like, I think that there is, and we've talked about it before on the pod, just around like, I think the safety part, the safety component of effective communication, it does go both ways, right? And so with that being said, I do think that both male and female, we could work a little bit better.
So that did not go the way I anticipated, but that was really good. That was really good.
Yeah.
So my follow-up
Classy.
is true or
College.
false. That was good. My follow-up is true or false. Chivalry is dead because women nowadays don't know how to let a man lead. Is that why chivalry is
Nah,
dead?
see,
Marcus Sale.
I'm gonna let Aisha go. No, I'm
Let's get no.
No,
Oh,
I'm gonna let you take the lead on this.
Now, see, in this one,
I like what you did there, Asia. I like what you did there.
I appreciate that. That's real. Now, because of the way the question is stated, I will have to say false, because chivalry isn't dead because women don't let men lead. I ain't got no leadership issues. I ain't never had none. I don't know what y'all talking about out there. I don't know what y'all talking about out there. Get it together. I don't know what y'all talking about out there. Get it together. But what I will say is that chivalry is dead because acts of being chivalrous doesn't obtain you anything, like in a space of not saying you're supposed to get anything for it, but you're supposed to be at least more so a sign of respect for it, maybe a little more admiration, maybe a little more benefit of the doubt, maybe a little more consideration because this person kind of went out of his way to get you flowers or try to pick you up or do something of the sort. You know what I mean? Trying to be chivalrous. He was opening doors. That don't mean nothing. It just feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it's expected, but he don't put him better than the guy who comes up, does absolutely nothing, but she thinks he look better, so he get further first day, first 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? So if trust me, it's dead, but you could do it though. You know what I'm saying? I do it because it's just me. I'm an OG, bro. Born in '93. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do.
right.
Millennial,
All
nigga.
right.
My guy.
What I do. What I do.
Yeah.
I do it, and I like what I get back when I do it to those women. But they all don't get it. They all don't get it, and I hope them the best. I really do.
Okay, Asia, what's your take on it?
What is my take on it?
Chivalry's dead, but
So can we start with the
because-
true or false, and then you can
Okay,
give your
let me see, let me
perspective.
see. Can you repeat it? For
Yes,
question?
true or false? Is chivalry dead because women nowadays don't know how to let a man lead? True or false?
I think part of that is true.
So right here, you have
I
here,
do
mates.
think-
We're
I
in
think
the
a
we're
part
in
of
a
that-
national place where we don't see this say a lot. We're in a space where women are talking the truth, bro. Go ahead, Asia.
No, I'm saying I think a part of that is true because I think to Marcus L's point, right? I think if a man is taking the lead and taking the initiative, to do things to, whether it's to impress a woman or just to lay the foundation of like, this is what I want you to kind of expect, right, from me. And if a woman, for whatever reason, because I think there are times that because it has not been done or she's had to do things on her own for so long that she's not used to it, or when it does happen, she doesn't believe that it's going to last. So it's like, why am I going to expect this if you're just going to switch up tomorrow, right? Because I think that is also fair, and that happens a lot. But I think that when a woman has her defenses up so high, I do think that sometimes it becomes it's a protective thing. Like, now you don't have to get it from me. I got it myself. Yeah. No. Like, you don't have to do that. I got it. Or being able to like name her expectations. Because I think sometimes when women name their expectations, sometimes men take it as she's trying to dominate the conversation. When it's just like, no, I'm trying to let you know this is the type of restaurant that I like, so that you don't take me to. And I'm not gonna bring up like the Cheesecake Factory thing, right? But
like
sometimes it is, because I do think that sometimes men, they do things that look good for their ego, and they're not always attentive to what is specific to the woman that they are pursuing. And I think that sometimes is like, if I'm trying to let you know, like, hey, I'm not that shorty. I'm actually the shorty that like, this is actually what I like. It's not me trying to dominate. It's me letting you know what it is about me that you should be pursuing about me.
She's so niche.
So Asia,
like
may I?
that. She's particular.
How do you draw the line between trying to like if someone is actually trying to dominate that conversation versus just giving your preference, opinion, whatever? Because what I will say, I think, let me just give this disclaimer really quickly. Yeah. I think women are career driven. They have to do things on their own, so it comes with certain stuff, right?
Right.
So now, how do we know you're not trying to dominate the conversation? Mm-hmm. How do you draw that line, and what is it?
From a woman's perspective or from the man's perspective?
Woman's perspective, yours, yeah.
From my perspective, I think it's being able to give space. So it's like if I say, hey, I really like flowers, right? Or these are the type of flowers that I like. I then have to give space for you to give me flowers, right? I think it's sometimes like as a woman, we can give the expectation or say what it is that we like and things like that, but we also do have to give space and time, right, for you to be able to show up for us in that way. But if it's now we've gone on a couple of dates and the flowers are still not there, and I feel the need to, okay, maybe he didn't hear me, or maybe I should repeat myself, right? Then for me, it becomes okay, now either I need to set a boundary, have a conversation, or let him rock, because clearly he's not going to do the flowers thing. And then I have to manage my expectations if this is someone that I do feel that I still want to be with outside of the flowers. Like, is the flowers worth continuing with this person? Because sometimes, do I like flowers? Yes. Yeah. But does he make me laugh, and does he show up for me, and does he ask me how am I doing, and creates a safe space for me to actually say how I'm doing? Yes.
I like that. That's a good point. Yeah. But I got to give her your props for that too, because if she tell me I want flowers, and she tell me the type, the very next time I see her, let that be the next day or something, I'm gonna feel I don't know. I feel robotic. I don't feel real. I don't feel genuine. Me going out getting the exact same thing you just told me 6 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? So that makes me completely not want to the next time. So anybody saying this, that's exactly why I didn't get you exactly whatever I said I was going to get you the last time you said it. Exactly then, because I felt like that's robotic and it wasn't real and it wasn't genuine, and I was just doing something because you told me to do it. But I wanted to actually do something the way I kind of wanted to do it when I felt like doing it. Not because I didn't want to, but...
Yeah. But think of it as the women trying to be vulnerable, but on a small scale, right? Because vulnerability is essentially a part of it is being able to say this is a part of me that I'm willing to say to you and share with you. So even if I can't trust you to then get flowers that I'm asking for, then why would I trust to tell you how my day is going if it's really not going well?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's sometimes this stuff is it's on a small scale, but it's really for bigger.
The little stuff means a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when women really know about them details.
Yeah.
Details matter, man.
Exactly.
When she told you the first time, I remember. I follow her Instagram. I know she likes sushi. She didn't have to tell me she likes sushi. I know I'm gonna get her some sushi. I don't know what type of sushi she like, but I'm gonna ask her. But I know sushi.
So what we get from that, women try to dominate the conversation 100%.
That is not what I said.
Okay.
At all.
My bad. But nah, man. So appreciate y'all checking out. We got my girl Asia, my bro DJ Marcusel giving dope perspective. Yo. We just ended that round, and next we have